Okay, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the willow. The willow for firewood. And you see I have a sled load here. And I haul it by the sled. And this is my harness I put on. And I want to tell you a little bit about this willow. It's interesting stuff. This stuff here is red. This willow is red. And it only grows around really cold places. Like in the mountains here, it's much colder here in the mountains than any other place in Arctic Alaska as far as ambient temperatures goes. And so you find a lot of this red willow here, and also you find it in really windy places. And I'm not sure why it grows in the places it does. I think the ground temperature has a lot to do with it. And other places you have this other type willow, it doesn't burn as hot. But this stuff here, it burns hot. I mean, just, it'll cook you out of the tent. Okay, got the fire going. She's going hot now. Holy. So basically all I use is willow for heat and cooking with. This is my lifeblood. Without any willow for firewood, I'd never survive out here. You could never survive out here for 2 or 3 months at a time without any type of cooking or heat source or something like that to dry your clothes, dry your gloves, whatever. But it's interesting though, I always find it, when I come into an environment like this, wilderness, and a lot of things that are in the wilderness, in the environment, matches exactly what you need, like the red willow for the coldest temperatures, windy places, you don't need much of it, it heats really fast. It's interesting how the good Lord provides us things to survive in the type of environments we're in. I mean, you can look at this all over the world. Now, if I was to come out here with, let's say, pine or spruce firewood, it would be miserable because that firewood, pine or spruce, it doesn't put out a radiate heat. It puts a heat upward, which is good for cooking. But this stuff here puts out a glow, and it builds a lot of ashes. You could start a fire, you look in the stove, and it'll be just glowing red of ashes. And there's no other wood that I know of that burns like that is willow, and it's just perfect for this environment. You don't need very much of it, and it's just fantastic. Keep your clothes dry. You can survive. Otherwise, I've spent 5 months out here without any support whatsoever, and if it wasn't for willow firewood, there's no way I'd be able to stay warm and keep my clothes dry. So sometimes you get in areas where there aren't any willow trees at all, and that's where you have to really conserve and just be careful how much you're burning. But yeah, this is thank God for providing us willow, otherwise I wouldn't be here. So that's then I'll get to the next subject about snowshoes.